advertised up in the air somewhere over here. But you have awakened here spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all metaphysically here in the 5D.
Right, exactly.
Or, hey, maybe a UFO or a chariot dropped you off here. So this podcast, you need to be all ears. So sit tight and don't disappear. Because we in here.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
So I'm your host. We're both hosts, co-hosts. We are, yes, real life twin flames. I'm Taa.
It's Nagid. What's going on?
And
These Skittles.
sorry, y'all. We eating some Skittles. You know, this is our first podcast. We might be a little nervous, so we just have a little candy rush over here.
Yeah, we gotta get the little jitters out
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But originally, the introduction, like how we met. You know what I'm saying? We would like to look at ourselves as twin flames. You know, there's a lot of information out there on it. You know, 1 billion channels, 1 billion books. But to get to know us, you know, it's crazy because we both from Philly.
Right.
Like, we got a lot of synchronicities.
But what's going to be so different, like, that I see with this Twin Flame channel is we're going to be for real. You know, like, a lot of these channels that I've been seeing, nobody's really talking about, like, the struggles of the Twin Flame. Everyone's just smiling and acting like they're just in the 5D all the time.
Word.
You know?
It'll be making me thinking, like, hey, Dad, is we in a karmic or something? Because, yo, they be lit up in the face. Eyes be extra bright. You know, it be looking like Sims.
Right, and we be depressed sometimes. Like,
Right.
seriously. We be going through our depressive stages. We be separating, but it's hard for us to separate because we live together.
Exactly.
You know, so...
I mean, last week, I was going to just get a hotel. I know.
I thought you was going to say you was going to run in the back of Wendy's.
Oh, yeah. That's my other thing to go to. Because this relationship, yo, I'm telling you.
It ain't no joke.
A lot of people, they're not going into detail about it. You know, I think a lot of things like YouTube, I think they monetize people and stuff, like, and is losing its authenticity on every channel. You know,
Right.
so with us, we just want to bring the raw truth. You know what I mean? If you get offended, peace. You know, you feel you get mad or whatever. You know, good riddance.
And we want to really touch base on, you know, how we are, you know, recovering in this relationship. What tools we're using spiritually to keep on going, you know. We want to share with you guys, you know, anything that can encourage you, to motivate you to keep on pushing forward, because you're going to want to give up. You know, you're going to want to just, you know, throw the towel in. And we encourage you that this type of relationship, it is hard. I mean, Twin Flame is the highest relationship you can ever have. It's a spiritual one.
Yeah.
So you always have to have your third eye on, your spiritual eye on, so that you can see and understand. And it's really a relationship with yourself, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was going to mention that too, and dang, I forgot what I was about to say. There's so much to talk about.
It is. It's like, where do we start? I guess starting at, what is Twin Flames? You know, I know a lot of our listeners may have already known, but what's your definition of, like, Twin Flames? Nagid.
I think, well, you know, there's a lot of information out there, but what Twin Flames mean to me is, like, I think it's like really connecting with somebody that's like you outside of yourself. You know, is a true mirror type spirit. You know, anything you do, that person do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like it's a never-ending cycle of, mirrors. And like she said, it's a crazy synchronicity that goes on. To the point where you have to just love yourself. That's it. You think
right.
You would think in a world that that take 100 pictures, just on Instagram of their self, you would think people really love their self.
Right. Or they love their self, but they don't know their self. That's how I look at it. And in this relationship, I know for me and for a lot of y'all, you might have just been coasting through life. Y'all might have experienced some trauma, had some really hurtful people. You may have hurt some people, and then it's like, boom, like you run into this relationship with this super magnetic person, standing in front of you, and you don't know why you feel the way that you feel. And it's like every action and every reaction, every thought is a mirror of yourself, and it's like twin flames is a relationship where you definitely learn, you learn about yourself, you learn about healing, you learn your traumas, because some traumas didn't even become clear to us until we got into this relationship.
I'm gonna tell you now, it definitely make you a relationship counselor.
Yeah.
You don't have to know nothing about relationship counseling, but the twin flame dynamic, as soon as you get pulled to it, you automatically become a relationship counselor.
Right. Right. And I think that's definitely like our gifts, that's supposed to be our mission work, to help other people in their relationships, because we are truly experiencing love at the highest level. And love isn't nothing like roses and cookies and running through, little sunflower fields or nothing like that. Love is work.
Sunflower fields.
I'm saying, like, love, I ain't never experienced no love like this where it hurts. Like, what's that Rihanna song? I love the way it hurt, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I love the way it burns.
Yeah, like
some evil stuff she talking about.
Right, but it feels like that, like, just the pain, but you love the pain, but it's good pain because it's teaching you something about yourself. Like, wake the hell up, this is an issue that you've been dealing with since you've been 10. This is an issue that is a generational curse passed down from your family, all the way down to, and could be passed down to your children if you don't fix this issue, that's going on. And your twin helps you to see that.
Right.
That's why everything is just a mirror. And meeting this man, like, we're going to go into the stories. And we're going to be for real about the stories. We're going to try our best not to mention any names, of people. We just want to say what their titles are. But we've been through a lot.
Yeah, put the kids up. Put them in that room.
Right.
Put their toys in front of them. But this story, it definitely is a book. Yeah, and I want to hook up with Tyler Perry and make a movie on it, because it's just ridiculous.
Tyler Perry gonna water this down. I'm sorry.
He gonna turn it into a Pokemon movie.
He gonna turn it into like some Young and the Restless. Like, it's just gonna be too phony.
Nigga, don't paint my pain.
Right. So, if you're blessed to be in a twin flame relationship, please look at it as a blessing from the Creator, because He has His eyes on you and He wants to use you, because in this relationship you are considered a light worker.
And how would you know you in a twin flame relationship? Like, for them, like what?
See, and
like what would make somebody like, yo, that's what they talking about. That person right there working at Walmart, on a cashier. That's him.
I would say that, I guess I would just say it's the feeling, that you get when you're with this person. Now, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to break down the different types of relationships, like, because sometimes a twin flame and a karmic relationship, or some people say false twin flame, but sometimes a twin flame and a karmic relationship can feel similar, where you feel that deep, intense magnetic attraction, but in a twin flame relationship, I would say it based off of how you feel, for one. Like, it's like, I know this person. I know I never seen them before. I never talked to them, but somewhere in some life or whatever, some dream in the spiritual realm, we have crossed paths. Everything with, excuse me, sorry for all the sound effects, y'all, but everything with this person feels like home, and it feels like you'll start seeing so many, things wake up, your eyes, and you're waking up.
Right.
But pretty much everything becomes amplified in this relationship.
And another thing, of course we, Bible believers, just to throw that out there.
Yes.
And, I see a lot of people that's, that's in the Bible, they don't really believe in this dynamic. They scratch it off as new age, information or whatever. So, we've been doing a lot of studies on it, you know what I'm saying? And we'll definitely break that down.
Right.
Too.
Right. Another sign that that you're with your twin flame is you're very similar. You might have the same, like with us, and it took a while for us to realize, like, we actually have the same family type of characteristics. We have the same values, as far as family, spirituality, how we look at the world. We have a lot of the same interests. And even experiences in past relationships. Like, we met the same type of energy.
Same clowns.
Right. Exactly. And it's
the same trauma too,
Right.
To connect with somebody that shares the same pain as you is just amazing. Like, it's one thing to meet somebody and they understand, they listen to your pain like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? They heard it before, but for somebody to actually feel every ache and, break, that you feel, that's golden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. It is. And it's like, your twin flame is really the yin to your yang, or the yang to your yin. Everything that you've done in the dark, they may help you come to the light with, or what they went through in the dark, you can help them be the light to them, because you went through it, and because we both kind of like have sort of the same mind, same personality. There are some differences, of course. We're not completely matched, but we're the yin to the yang, but put together, where, this, exactly what each other's been missing.
What's crazy? Like, in the book of Genesis, when Adam and Eve, when Eve bit the apple, what would make Adam do it too? You know what I'm saying? Like, the soul had to follow the other soul, because they're one. So by her doing that, he was like obligated to bite it too. It wasn't like she was like, yo, this apple banging, Adam, come bite this joint real quick. Right,
because they were one flesh, and even like the way that you see, the way that, the Creator wrote that piece, in Genesis and other, books of Adam and Eve, he wrote it saying he created them, like it's not, oh, I created the man and he separated over there, and then I created the woman and she's separated over there. He said, I created he, she, them. So we all start off as one flesh. Right. But because of, the fall, we then became separate. And we became separated spiritually. We became separated physically. We became separated in our minds, and now we're separated as the masculine and the feminine. When really put together, you're just one whole, androgynous being, which we were originally supposed to be. That's why it's important, marriage and things is important, because you go back to being that one flesh with who you're equal to. So your twin flame and you are equally yoked together, and it's so hard because you're trying to fit, and you fit so perfect, but the fit is just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just can be chaotic, like when you connect. I don't know science. I'm just thinking of connecting like
a mag.
Yeah, like magnets, it got that little push-pull type of thing till it finally just clip in or whatever.
Right. It definitely is a fight, in the beginning.
Yeah.
And, even the story when Christ was talking to the lady, he said he told her, like, she had 4 husbands. And she was like, and Christ was like, there are none of your husbands. You know what I mean? Find your husband or something. That goes to show you that there's only one person that you're supposed to be with. And, and we ain't saying it like we trying to be perfect. Of course we all date, some good, some horrible.
But the divorce rate is high today.
Yeah.
Like, people getting divorced over the dumbest things, but it's like, if y'all are, the same and have the same understanding and the same mindset, it should be a beautiful thing.
What's the percentage of?
Yo, I know it gotta be like 60 or 70%.
Dang, that's crazy. I did hear that it's pretty big. Like, and it's crazy because, you'll think that they have a fallout about money and things like that, but really, people that they don't mesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't mesh well with each other. They don't be. I mean, a lot of it do be about money, but the majority, like, when you look at it, them people don't. Like, you ever been somewhere and you at a mall or something and you just look at 2 people, you like, yo, they don't belong together.
Right. And
like,
it's all about sex too.
Right. You be like, yo, why is you playing? Like,
yeah. And then I would say another way that, and look, y'all, like I said, this is the first podcast. We're not going to come all fancy with no super pseudoscience words or whatever. We just having a conversation with y'all the way that we talk. We get very deep at times. We get very emotional at times. Hey, we may even argue, on this show, because you're not always going to be in the spirit. You're not going to always be walking in the 5D and just smiling every day.
Yeah, I don't like her like that anyway.
Whatever, you love me. But, like, we just keeping it real. So, if, like, again, like Nagid said, if you don't like it, just please check out, and I'm sorry, we're going to stop chewing in y'all ears. This is just our first episode. We freestyling. And we just want to, build a following. We want to build, like, just some other people who believe what we believe spiritually and who's trying to make it out of this darkness of the world we're in.
Yeah, people who care, period, yo, because I swear, this is a dark time we in. It's like, don't nobody care. Like, I had went to Wawa one day, and the little baby, I guess they was walking from the gas station, from the pump, and the baby got loose. The mom was all on the phone, and you just see people just staring, like, and
nobody ran after the baby.
It was a car on the other side, like, just inching in, and like people was just watching the baby just do that. Wow. I'm too far to even make a signal, but I'm like, I'm trying to work my way to get to there and let her know. But she finally took her head out of her phone and was like, oh shit, Wow,
and you know what? Love will wax worse and worse. It's a cold, cold world. It's going to get even colder. The world is full of narcissists. And we got a lot of firsthand experience about narcissists.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode.
Right. It's going to be...
That need a week.
Right. A lot of selfishness. Just a lot of sadness, really. And as twin flames, we are supposed to build the new earth, you know. We supposed to be those light workers. We're supposed to show order. You're supposed to show the man, the woman, the child, the order of the household, what love looks like, you know, through the trials and the tribulations, you know. That's what this is about. This is what the Creator wants. When you read the scriptures, the Most High is about family. He's about order. He's about love. You know, we're supposed to bring love to the earth, which is the greatest commandment to have, you know, that Christ the King says, you know.
Yeah, see, people not scared to lose nothing because it just come just like that. Right. You know, God got to put you in that situation where you need that person. You know, it might sound ego shattering, but He got to put you in a predicament where, damn, if this person leave my life, it's over. Right. And that's where He kind of put me, you know, as a man. You know, being from the family that I'm from, you know, not really getting engaged like, you know, I wanted to, you know, far as mentally, you know, no mental stability, you know. I was considered a, like, what's it called? Like, rational, like overly rational or something, like a rebel. Right.
And put into a family full of, gaslighters, you know, manipulators and narcissists. We both come from that same thing. No one truly trying to engage your mind. And it's like you never really fit into this earth. If you don't fit in with your family, you don't fit into this earth. Come on.
Yo, seriously.
You know, and that's painful. That's very painful. What else? Another way that you can find that you're twin flames. Well, that you know you're twin flames. Would you say? I know for me, like, my insecurities was amplified. You know, a lot of doubts in my mind, a lot of paranoia and stuff, because my mind was trying to make sense of what was happening. And it's like, at times, things are not going to make sense unless you look at it in the 5D, unless you look at it spiritually. You can't always be in your flesh trying to figure out a situation, especially in a spiritual relationship. Like, let me tell y'all, when we get to the story, I really thought that Nagid was doing some witchcraft on me. Like, seriously. I'm like, how does he know what I'm thinking? Oh my God, how does he know what I'm about to say?
She thought I was a level 10 gargoyle. And it just was so crazy because I'm like, yo, I just want somebody to, you know, get along with. You know what I mean, at the end of the day. But little do he know, He made this person be the person I needed. I ain't tell her till like late, but
yeah, I know I needed you, but it's like, man.
Yeah, I think you told me first.
Yeah, I know I needed you. I'm like, yo, who is this person? But the enemy, you know, of our minds, you know, the adversary will make you think like, no, this is evil. Run away. And if y'all ever seen the movie Adjustment Bureau, that is a really good movie.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
y'all
put me onto that. Please let them know what that's about a little bit.
Y'all gotta see that. I'm not going to do a spoiler alert, but y'all gotta see that movie. That's a good movie to watch, too. And then, for real, like, if you're not in the love period, you're not gonna like this podcast, you know, because I think the community we trying to speak to is people who care and still have that love. It's like everybody is so stone-faced in this earth right now. It's just crazy. Like, it's to the point where you can trip and fall and nobody even look at it. Remember back then, that was like the
no,
worst.
like, oh, he bust the L.
Back then, you're done. Now they be like, oh, whatever. They step right over you in their Gucci shoes.
Right. Oh my God, that's so sad. You know, like, and now it's just about money, power, and respect. You know, that's all it is. You know, and it's like being in this relationship. Sometimes, oh, sorry, y'all. The computer just went dark. Sometimes, you know, the creator, the powers that be, will bring you down to your lowest low. No money, no power, no respect, you know, but you got your twin flame though. So you better love them and figure it out. Figure out your mission work And then you may get the money and the power or whatever, and there's respect from God, and that's the biggest,
Money, power, respect, like the little kid.
Right, so, the lots. But I know for me, a lot of insecurities came out that I thought I was healed from. I thought I was over it. And you thought you ain't have no issues. He came in full blown narcissist. Like,
yo, I thought she just was like this hurt woman that just need more assistance other than me. I just came in like a regular dude. Trying to with a heart that still cared, and it turned into like, damn, I can't believe I met the best thing that ever happened in my life. She had, oh man.
It just feels good. It feels good to hear that, especially, from your twin flame, because it's been a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's been challenging.
And then we got a little seed out of it,
Yeah, we do have a baby, and, that was pretty, like, I don't even know a word. She's definitely, our baby is definitely a blessing. We're thankful to have her because we're learning so much, as parents. It's just been, it's just been really challenging, and a lot of things are starting to, open our eyes. Being parents, knowing what type of parents we came from, Question is, when... Help me out.
Oh, my fault. I'm fiddling with this phone.
But, so another way that you'll know that you're twin flames is the relationship is very challenging. You're going to constantly be confronted by yourself. Like what you see in your twin flame actually is you. And it's going to piss you off because it's like, yo, am I on candid camera? Like, this shit is boggling my mind because I would have did the same shit, but it pisses you off because that's something you need to fix in yourself.
Like, she used to do this thing where, like, in the beginning, is this dynamic in the twin flame. If you know about the twin flame relationship, you know what I'm talking about. Like, if you do a little studying on it, you know what we talking about. If not, for the people who don't understand this dynamic, we're going to explain it in more detail as, the episodes goes on, and, because it's a lot, like she said, it's just, the opening. What's that?
Earwax.
Oh, wow.
Right.
From you, dang, no, it's not.
Yo, I swear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, boo, but this big giant ball of earwax just fell out my ear. I never seen earwax this big. That's earwax.
Hey, I ain't never see it like that. Like,
yeah, I kept feeling like something was in my ear, and I just went like that. And yeah. Sorry, y'all, but we actually really weird. We do got our weirdness and our quirkiness, but I don't know if anybody just randomly had a big ball of earwax come out their ear looking like a baby roach or something, but...
I thought that was like a piece of chicken wing. Like...
I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna throw it away. But, you said, about me mirroring back.
Oh, like you had this thing.
Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. Sorry, we had to take a quick pause. Our little one woke up. So, from her nap.
She trying to be newsy.
Yeah, as usual. But yeah, so we, again, still talking about how do you know you're in a twin flame relationship. Another way of knowing is the relationship is very intense. There are going to be up and down emotions, super emotional charges that you're going to feel an experience between the two of you, and it's going to happen so fast. Like we had some for real drama and some for real intense like situations that happened. You know,
one time she grabbed a gun and almost shot me in my leg. Like, no.
I mean, you deserved it, like, but no, but no, it can get pretty, it can get pretty crazy, and of course, it's just to open your eyes, to something, with yourself. A lot of things that happened with me in this relationship in the beginning was so I can see, the errors of my ways. To see how I handled situations.
I thought I was good. She had all the issues. Mine came a little later. Mm-hmm. And I started going to my little gothic moment, having my gothic moment. But hers was...
I was having a lot of Carrie moments, too. They're all going to laugh at you.
Rage Carrie? Yeah, that movie was so mean.
Yeah, no. Right. But, we definitely had a lot of major emotional moments. Also because since we're so connected, via the soul, we got the same soul blueprint, we feel things a lot deeper with each other. We even got the telepathic, things going. Sometimes I know what he's saying. We finish each other's sentences,
Yeah, we played a game of, what's it called, charades?
Right, Taboo. If y'all ever played Taboo, boo-boo, you can't be grabbing all this stuff now. You gonna mess up our podcast. You gonna mess up the podcast. We I think we won. Like our score was like 30, 40 or something like that. Because we think so much alike.
And that was like our first time, like really doing something. For those who don't know, right, to find out who somebody is, to find out if somebody really into you, you play a board game or go out to eat. Them right there, it'll make it break you.
Yeah, it will, especially the going out to eat part.
Because you can't fake, like, a conversation that's intimate like that when y'all both eating, y'all head down, y'all pick your head up. You got to talk.
Right, that's true.
Like, it's not like a club. You could just dip off real quick and do the Dougie. You don't really have to engage like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know when we went to the club that one time, we definitely seen another side to each other. We really seen how much we ride for each other, too. So if you ever get into fight club situations like we did.
I don't want to get into it, but
yeah, we will get into these things. Trust me. You'll really enjoy this podcast because we're going to keep it 100% real, and let you know you're not alone with the drama that you're experiencing. Also, another reason, another way you'll know that you're in a twin flame relationship is because you go through like the runner chaser stage. So we had our runner chaser moment.
You just ran. I ain't get my pay.
First of all, you did run plenty of times. Mentally, you ran and gave up on some stuff. And you're not always going to be the runner, and the other twin going to always be the chaser. It's going to switch like back and forth till y'all both can get in union.
Yeah, dynamic. It do switch back and forth. For those, like I said, this is for the people who understand what twin flame is. That's the audience we're trying to reach. But if you don't, we're gonna, over some time, we're gonna break everything down. We got y'all.
Right.
Trust me.
We got y'all, okay? You on planet Twin Flame, okay? You ain't going to drown or nothing here, burn up. You about to just float and just relax and feel good. You going to laugh. You going to cry. You going to be like, what the hell? Y'all not going to understand our thinking at times. Like I said, we're a little weird, quirky,
I don't
spiritual.
Understand this now, but later you will.
Yeah. We have our own jokes, style of talking, our own insiders. But yeah, definitely with the runner chaser stage, you know, y'all gonna keep coming back together. Most relationships, you don't keep coming back together. Like, you, you know, you either just, all right, I'm done. Something wrong with this, you know, this chick, this guy, whatever, you know, I'm out. But with us, it's like, we separate and we feel overwhelmingly sadness, missing each other. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, once you meet your twin flame, like, your whole life is over as you know it.
mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything you thought you knew about your circle of friends, or that auntie, that great auntie that you love, that make the banging pies.
The potato salad with the flabby arms.
Word. that pack you an extra plate, that's the one you like.
Right.
The other family members be tight. I don't understand why we be so tight over food. And it be endless food.
Right, like, dang, I just get one plate, a half a piece of foil. Like, come on.
Word. And they be stingy with the meat.
Right, so, now, you know, they say, like, some twin flame relationships, they say the moment of separation could be, like, months or years, 10 years. I've seen some twin flames talk about, we finally got back together after 20 years, and it's like,
Hey.
That couldn't be your twin flame, really? Like, y'all was feeling that deep pain for that long? Like, ours wasn't like that. I think that, you know, the Most High God accelerated ours.
It do make sense. You know, you got some powerful people out here.
Well, that's true.
I think God had to both get us at a point. You know, like, prior to meeting her, I was tired of everything, you know. All my friends, you know, people I called friends, they was gone. You know, I had to deal with my family straight up. You know, and that wasn't no relationship there like that. So I just was ready for a change, but I didn't know it was going to happen like this. So to come into a situation and excuse me, it be unknown to you, but it's just something in your soul that just keep you, you know, magnetically just keep going back, like just keep going back.
Right. And it's like, you know, with that connection that you feel, it almost feels like, you know, this connection is larger than life. It's above and beyond this world. That's why we call it Twin Flame Planet. This is not an earthly relationship. This is not an earthly connection. It's very divine, like, you know, and it was predestined because this person was created for you. This person has the same, you know, soul blueprint as you. And it's like, you feel like you've been brought together by a higher power, by an angel, or by God. I even thought at one time he was an angel, you know, just from the way he was speaking, you know, speaking life into me. Like, and that's like, I've been looking for this guy all my life.
And fellas, I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, you're not going to know which one to pick. You're not going to know who to pick if somebody's a soulmate, twin flame, if you don't, you know, stop chasing ass, you know?
Right.
At the time, I had consecrated myself, and I think I was working out, and let me tell you, I can't stand working out. That's the worst thing.
Going to the gym.
But, you know, I was consecrating myself. I wasn't dating. You know, I just went down my call log and contacts and just deleted everything. I was tired. I even switched my Instagram, deleted Instagram. I just was going through the motions, you know. I was ready for that, for a life, you know. Right.
I even, like, gave up. I'm like, you know what? Not that I was looking for a man, but I was looking for a specific man to find me. And I gave up because I just got out of a huge narcissistic relationship with a chief narcissist, I would say. And I was just like, you know what, maybe it's not meant for me, you know, to be married. Maybe it's not meant for me to have any more kids. Maybe I should just go and be a fifth wife somewhere in Israel to someone, you know, be in a polygamous relationship, and, or, you know, like, my self-esteem was really low, you know. And then when he came in, you know, we had this conversation over the phone, and we'll tell how we met, because it's, you know, on the next episode, because we want to wrap things up. But, you know, I you'll definitely feel like this is a very strong bond that, you know, only the Most High predestined for y'all to come together.
And y'all tune in. You know, we gonna be rocking out at 7 o'clock every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it'll be uploaded for whenever they want to tune in. We will, one day, we'll show our faces soon. I just want to wrap up a couple more ways that you'll know that you're twin flames. You'll feel like, again, like I said, with us, we have that telepathic connection. So it's like you'll have like just a psychic connection. Like, you know what each other is thinking. You know how each other is feeling. And even with Nagid, like, his eyes, like, remind me of, like, Neptune. Like,
stop.
No, really, like, he has dreamy eyes, you know, and I could just see such emotion in them. You know, like, they're either, like, he's on Pluto, because, okay, he's a Scorpio moon. We'll get into all of that. If you know
Scorpio moon, woo woo.
If you know Virgo moon, okay. Like, but if you know about, you know, astrology and the stars and the planets and the angels, you know, we will be getting into all of that as well. But, you know, he has these eyes where he will make me feel so guilty and so loved and so hurt, you know, just a whirlwind of emotions just by looking at his eyes, you know. So, and it's just a psychic connection. And then I would say another thing is, because the baby in him is going crazy over here. But your twin flame should push you to be better. They should push you to be better, to do better, to be your highest self. That's the whole goal, to be your highest self, you know, because you're going to stand before the Creator one day, you know, and he's going to see how much you have invested into loving your fellow man on this earth. And, you know, Christ said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, which you learn how to love yourself in a twin flame relationship, you can't love no one else. So it's like, you never tapped into being your highest self, because your highest self is activated via love, real love.
Hey fellas, tell Keisha she blocked, and, you know, really get into yourself and find out, what do you really want in this earth? Because, you know, time is ticking. You know, we in the fourth quarter, 2 seconds left. You know, and you'll think people will be waking up, but it seems like society getting worse. Yeah. Like, I never saw so many people going on trips in my life. Yeah. You know?
Right, and that's like, come on, don't be fooled because Keisha and Jerome taking all these trips and on all these islands, spending all this bread or whatever, and all these Instagram pictures. They not happy for real. Like, come on, they on their phone the whole time. They probably just have a physical connection, but you can't even open up to them spiritually, emotionally, nothing, you know. So don't be fooled because you're seeing a relationship over here that's tumultuous and rocky and, oh, they don't love each other, but you don't even see them sticking it out through thick and through thin, you know. And we still have a lot of work to do, you know. And we're going to be real. It's work. It's work in this relationship, because your twin is your mirror. We even look alike, you know. We look alike. We got a lot of the same things, you know. And I'm not saying that you have to meet all of these, but these are some definite signs, hi boo, that you know this is your twin flame. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm excited for our show, Twin Flame Planet. It's gonna be out of this world, you know.
My Instagram handle.
Wait, we giving away our Instagrams?
Oh no, I don't know. I just hear people do it, and it sounds so good.
No, I mean, I'm not sure. I think we're gonna make our own Instagram or something, but we're also gonna have email handy. I guess let me make an email address now, just in case somebody wants to, send a letter. We are poets, rappers. We're talented. We are pretty creative with a lot of things, and we want to be able to share that. So let me actually give y'all our email address. If you want to send a little letter, a poem or whatever, we're here for that. And okay, so our email address is twinflameplain@gmail.com. Simple, spelled out exactly, huh?
No, I said plain.
Right, just plain old twin, TWIN, flame, FLAME, planet, PLANET, @gmail.com. Send us any requests, topic requests, questions. If you want to submit like a little love poem, a hurt poem, whatever, emotional something to be read, we're going to start doing that, sharing with y'all, some of our things, or anything.
We got relationship advice too coming.
Right.
All that. And
if you need relationship advice, we will, shout you out. Just send that, because we know some shit. Okay. But we love y'all. Stay strong. Keep your hands on the plow. Sow autumn seeds, because it will grow into a beautiful tree.
Peace, world.
And we're going to say peace and a bottle of hair grease, I guess. But thank you for tuning in to Twin
See y'all
Flame
next Sunday.
Planet. See y'all.